विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, आपल्या पहिल्या पाठाचा जो पहिला पाठ आहे ग्रॅव्हिटेशन, या पाठाच्या यापूर्वीच्या भागामध्ये आपण केपलरचे नियम अभ्यासले. केपलरचे 3 नियम जे आपण मागच्या भागामध्ये अभ्यासलेले आहेत. नाउ वी टर्न टू आवर नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, दॅट इज द न्यूटन्स युनिव्हर्सल लॉ ऑफ ग्रॅव्हिटेशन. बाय द observation of Kepler's law, Newton get help to formulate its universal gravity, theory of universal gravity. म्हणजे केपलरच्या नियमाचे, केपलरचे जे ऑब्झर्वेशन्स आहेत, केपलरने मांडलेले जे नियम आहेत, त्या नियमाच्या आधारावर न्यूटनला त्याचा जो सिद्धांत आहे युनिव्हर्सल ग्रॅव्हिटी, त्या युनिव्हर्सल ग्रॅव्हिटीबद्दल मॅथमॅटिकल एक्सप्रेशन म्हणजे त्याचा फॉर्म्युलामध्ये त्याची मांडणी करता आली. नाउ अकॉर्डिंग टू न्यूटन्स लॉ ऑफ ग्रॅव्हिटी, युनिव्हर्सल लॉ ऑफ ग्रॅव्हिटेशन, हियर Newton's universal law of gravitation. What is it? What is the statement of that gravitational law? See, every object in the universe, understand about it. Every object in the universe attract every other object. Every object in the universe attract every other object with a definite force. Every object in the universe attract every other object. Every object in the universe attract every other object with definite force. This force is directly proportional. This force is directly proportional to product of their masses. This force is directly proportional to product of their masses of the two objects and is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. It is a Newton's universal law of gravitation. We know the gravitational force. And we consider that according to the definition of the gravitational force, Earth attract all the other celestial objects, or Earth applies the attraction force on the other objects, and we consider that it is a gravitational force. But according to the law of universal law of gravitation, which are stated by the Newton, not only Earth applies the attraction force, but each and every object attracts the applies the attraction force. Not only Earth applies the attraction force on object, but understand about it, each and every object applies the attraction force to the on the other object. म्हणजे केवळ पृथ्वीच त्याच्या भोवतालच्या वस्तूवर आकर्षण बल प्रयुक्त करते असं नाही, तर विश्वातली, आपण फक्त पृथ्वीवरचीच म्हणाल नाही, विश्वातली, संपूर्ण अवकाशातली, विश्वातली कोणतीही वस्तू इतर वस्तूवर आकर्षण बल प्रयुक्त करते. विश्वातली कोणतीही वस्तू इतर वस्तूवर आकर्षण बल प्रयुक्त करते. एव्हरी ऑब्जेक्ट इन द युनिवर्स अट्रॅक्ट एव्हरी अदर ऑब्जेक्ट. एव्हरी ऑब्जेक्ट इन द युनिवर्स अट्रॅक्ट्स एव्हरी अदर ऑब्जेक्ट विथ डेफिनाइट फोर्स. एका निश्चित बलाने कोणतीही एक वस्तू दुसऱ्या वस्तूला एका निश्चित बलाने स्वतःकडे अट्रॅक्ट करत असते, स्वतःकडे आकर्षण घेत असते. That this force is directly proportional to the product of their masses of the two objects. This force is directly proportional to the product of their masses of two objects and is inversely proportional to the distance in between them. म्हणजे विश्वातली कोणतीही एक वस्तू दुसऱ्या वस्तूवर जे आकर्षण बल प्रयुक्त करते, त्या दोन वस्तूंमध्ये असलेलं जे आकर्षण बल आहे, त्यांच्यामध्ये असणारे जे अट्रॅक्शन फोर्स आहे ते किती आहे, तर तो फोर्स हा त्या दोन वस्तूंच्या वस्तुमानाशी समानुपाती असतो. तर त्यांच्यामधील जे अंतर आहे ते अंतराच्या वर्गाशी व्यस्तानुपाती असतो. This force is directly proportional to the product of their masses and is inversely proportional to the distance in between them. So it is a Newton's universal law of the gravitation. We derive the formula for that according to that law. See here. Suppose it is an object, that is A, having a mass m1. It is an object B. It is an object B of mass m2. Distance in between that both the object is d. According to the Newton's law, A object also applies the attraction force, and not only A object applies the attraction force on B, but B also applies the attraction force on A. It is a F. That forces are the F. Now, what is the gravitational force acting in between them, both the objects? What is the gravitational force acting in between both the objects? See here, according to Newton's law, F is the gravitational force acting in between them. F is directly proportional to product of their masses. M1 is the mass of A object and M2 is the mass of B object, and their product is M1, M2. Their product is M1, M2. And inversely proportional to the distance, inversely proportional to the square of the distance in between them. Suppose D is the distance in between that and the square of that distance is the D square. Then we will get F is directly proportional to M1, M2 and inversely proportional to D square. Now we write that this equation in this way, that is F equal to G into M1, M2 divided by D square. G equal to M1, M2 divided by D square. Now see here, what is the G? G is the proportionality constant. G is termed as the proportionality constant. G is termed as the proportionality constant, and it is also known as the universal gravitational constant. Universal gravitational constant. What is the G? G is a universal gravitational constant. It is a equation for the gravitational force acting in between the two bodies or two objects. That is F equal to G into M1 M2 divided by D square, and that formula or that equation we will get according to the Newton's universal law of gravitation. Newton's universal law of gravitation. Now we understand about what is the value of G. What is the value of G? The first scientist, Henry Cavendish, who experimentally measured the value of G. म्हणजे हेनरी कॅव्हेंडिश हा पहिला शास्त्रज्ञ होता की ज्याने जी ची किंमत प्रयोगाने सिद्ध केली किंवा मोजून दाखवली. So what is it? What is the value of G? Suppose both the objects have the unit mass. Both the objects has the unit mass and they are kept from each other in unit distance. म्हणजे त्यांचं वस्तुमान हे एकक वस्तुमान असून ते परस्परांपासून एकक अंतरावर ठेवलेले आहेत. Both the objects have the unit mass and the distance in between that object is also a unit distance. So according to this equation, that is the equation number 2 and it is the equation number 1. According to the equation number 2, we can see that the value of G is a gravitational force acting between two units. Value of G is a gravitational force acting between the two units, acting between the two unit masses kept at the unit distance away from each other. म्हणजे एकक वस्तुमान असणाऱ्या दोन वस्तू परस्परांपासून एकक अंतरावर जर ठेवलेल्या असतील तर त्यांच्यावर कार्य करणारं ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल बल म्हणजेच त्या जी ची किंमत, आणि ती किंमत किती असते, ती त्यांच्यामध्ये असणाऱ्या गुरुत्वाकर्षण बला एवढी असते. The value of G is equal to the gravitational force between two masses of 1 kg kept 1 meter apart. Value of G is equal to the gravitational force. The value of G is equal to the gravitational force when a unit two masses kept unit apart from each other. So in this way, suppose the M1 has a value 1 kg and M2 is also a value of 1 kg. M2 has also value 1 kg and distance in between that is also 1 meter. That is the unit of unit mass, that is 1 kg, and unit distance, that is 1 meter. We keep that values of given values in our equation number 2, that is F equal to G into what is the value of M1, it is the 1. What is the value of M2, it is also 1. And what is the value of D, that is it is also 1 square. Then we will get F equal to G. According to that formula, we will get the value of G. The value of G is equal to the gravitational force. But condition is that when that value of G is equal to the gravitational force, when that force is acting in between the two bodies which has the unit mass and they are kept from each other in unit distance. They are kept in each other away from each other in unit distance. म्हणजे एकक वस्तुमान असणाऱ्या दोन वस्तू जर परस्परांपासून एकक अंतरावर ठेवलेल्या असतील तर त्यांच्यामध्ये कार्य करणारं आकर्षण बल हे गुरुत्वाकर्षण, त्यांच्यातील गुरुत्वाकर्षण बला एवढंच असतं. मग इथे आपल्याला जी ची किंमत ही F बरोबर मिळते. जी ची किंमत ही आपल्याला F बरोबर मिळते. नाउ वी मस्ट बी राइट दॅट the value of G is equal to a gravitational force between two objects of unit mass and kept from unit distance from each other. So what is meant by the unit mass? Unit means only one. When we take a mass as a unit, that is the one, it may be a 1 kilogram, it may be a 1 quintal, it may be a 1 ton, that is only one is the unit. Or what is the unit measurement of the distance? It may be 1 meter, it is maybe 1 kilometer, it is a unit. The value of each quantity in one, that is the unit. So we will get the value of G is equal to the gravitational force acting in between the two objects when that masses of that objects is a 1 kilogram and distance in between them is a 1 meter. So it is a Newton's universal law of the gravitation. Now see here, when we increase the masses of that objects, if we double the masses of that object, what happens about the gravitational force? Gravitational force may be a double. Gravitational force may be a double because we know that according to the Newton's gravitational universal law, the gravitational force is a directly proportional to the masses, product of their masses. Because of that, when we increase or when we double the masses of that both the object, the gravitational force may be a double. And when we double the distance in between them, at that time, gravitational force, at that time what happened? The gravitational force decreases by the factor of 4. Gravitational force decreases by the factor of 4. We know that according to the gravitational law, the gravitational force acting in between them is inversely proportional to the distances of that both the object. म्हणजे त्यांच्यामध्ये अंतराच्या व्यस्त प्रमाणामध्ये असतो. व्यस्त प्रमाणामध्ये असताना सुद्धा कसा असतो तो स्क्वेअर ऑफ, इन्व्हर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू स्क्वेअर ऑफ द डिस्टन्सेस, म्हणजे त्यांच्या वर्गाच्या अंतराच्या वर्गाच्या व्यस्त प्रमाणामध्ये आहे. म्हणून जर समजा त्या वस्तूंचे वस्तुमान आपण दुप्पट केलं तर त्यांच्यातील गुरुत्वाकर्षण बल हे सुद्धा दुप्पट होतं आणि त्यांच्यातील अंतर जर दुप्पट केलं तर त्यांच्यातील गुरुत्वाकर्षण बल हे 4 पटीनं कमी होतं. त्यांच्यातील गुरुत्वाकर्षण बल हे 4 पटीनं कमी होतं. When both the objects acts the attraction force on to each other, what is the direction of that attraction force? The direction of that attraction force is the line between the centers of the both the objects. म्हणजे जेव्हा ते परस्परांवर बल प्रयुक्त करतात तेव्हा त्यांच्यामधील दिशा कोणत्या, प्रयुक्त बलाची दिशा कोणती असते, तर त्या प्रयुक्त बलाची दिशा ही त्या दोन ऑब्जेक्टच्या जे सेंटर आहेत त्या सेंटरच्या दिशेने असते. अँड डिस्टन्स इज ऑल्सो मेजर्ड बोथ इन बिटवीन द बोथ द ऑब्जेक्ट फ्रॉम द सेंटर्स ऑफ द बोथ द ऑब्जेक्ट. But question arises when that object does not have spherical shape or that object have a irregular shape. Then how can we consider that, or which is the center of that object? If the object is a irregular shape or they does not have a spherical shape, then which center is taken for the direction of the gravitational force? In this condition, when the objects are in the irregular shape, at that time, the direction of the acting force in between them is towards the center of their mass, center of their masses. म्हणजे जेव्हा अनियमित आकाराचे वस्तू असतात, तेव्हा त्या दोन वस्तूंमध्ये कार्य करणारे आकर्षण बल हे कोणत्या दिशेने असतं, तर त्यांच्या वस्तुमान केंद्राच्या दिशेने असतं, सेंटर ऑफ मासेस. सो व्हॉट इज द सेंटर ऑफ मास? center of mass. What is the center of mass? It is a point inside or outside the object outside the object at which the total mass of the object can be assumed to be concentrated. Can be assumed to be concentrated. That point is the center of mass. When the objects are in irregular shape, or that object does not have any spherical shape, then in this condition, what is the direction of the acting force in between them? In that condition, the direction of acting force in between that object is towards the center of mass. But question is that which point is termed as the center of mass? See here, both the objects are the spherical objects, and it is considered that both the object density of both the object is the same. Density of both the object is same. So in this condition, it means that both the objects has the density that is the uniform density, and in this condition, the center of object is the center of that sphere. Center of mass is the center of that sphere, and because we say that in spherical object, the direction of that attraction force toward the center of that sphere. But in irregular shaped object, the direction of the acting force in between them is toward the center of mass. And which point is termed as the center of mass? In spherical object, if that object has a uniform density, the center of mass is the center of that object. Center of that mass is toward the center of that spherical object. But in irregular shaped object, density is not a uniform, because the shape is also irregular. And in this condition, which point is termed as the center of mass? It is a point inside or outside the object. At which the total mass of the object can be assumed concentrated. म्हणजे अनियमित आकाराच्या वस्तूमध्ये त्याचा सेंटर ऑफ मास कुठं घ्यायचं, तर त्याचं सेंटर ऑफ मास ज्या बिंदूच्या ठिकाणी संपूर्ण वस्तुमान त्याचं केंद्रित झालेलं आहे, अशा ठिकाणी सेंटर ऑफ मास घेतला जातो. तर या पद्धतीने केपलरच्या नियमांचे निरीक्षण म्हणजे ऑब्झर्वेशन्स लक्षात घेऊन न्यूटनने त्याच्या ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल थिअरीचं फॉर्म्युलेशन केलं, फॉर्म्युला मांडला, आणि न्यूटनचा हा युनिव्हर्सल लॉ ऑफ ग्रॅव्हिटेशन त्यांनी गणितीय माध्यमातून सिद्ध केला.